Mm-hmm. One people. Come on. Don't do that, bro. Hey, family. What's up, my people, my people? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Minister. Big up yourself, Minister. Wagwan. What's up, JMac 4407. Guys, remember, when I come on your live, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up the button for me. If you're new, welcome. Guys, tap up the screen, tap up the screen. Look like Will Smith. Boy, we should be in that position with Will Smith right now too. In terms of finance, The love part there. So let me up on the guys in yourself, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, guys. Remember to like up a live. Guys, look at the top of your screen. You see, or down the bottom. You don't know where it is on your phone. But look for the thumbs up button and click on that thumbs up button for me. Please. Welcome, guys. Welcome. This is Jamaica 87 off at half the purse. I mean, yeah, man, we did down last week, but this week we up and running. Up and running. Me, I tell you, praise God, for his goodness and mercy towards us. You understand what I mean? Blessings, guys. Blessings, blessings, blessings. So, guys, the Maroon chief came out, Richard Curry, yeah, and said that he's not going to accept the aid that the government plan to give them, yeah, and it caused an outrage in the society, yeah, and I did video about it too. I spoke about the unfairness, with the rest of the citizens up in Maroon Town. Yeah. And yesterday we have the citizens of Maroon themselves, some of them came out and protest against the regime of Richard Curry. Yeah. And we are very happy. Well, let me speak for myself. I am very happy that the people of Maroon Town have come out and have demonstrated. You understand? Demonstrate, yeah, man, demonstrate against the unfair treatment that they're getting up there in Maroon Town. Yeah. In the first initial stage, family, I don't know how Richard Curry, yeah, leave from where him leave from, out of the corporate, yeah, and go into Maroon Town and become chief there, yeah. It wasn't like it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, yeah. It was a setup. It was a plan for Curry to go up there and to be chief, right? In Maroon Town. And let me tell you something. The government not really reinforce nothing in Maroon Town, You understand what I mean? The government not really enforce nothing up there. They have a chief, so the government always let the govern by the chief, yeah? Do things around them, yeah? But I feel that it's time. Let me finish what I say first before me cut in by myself. Me feel say it's time for the government to step in Maroon Town and do what they have to do. Because the truth is, they said they are suffering, but we can't see where the Maroon them are suffering, are they are living a separate life from the rest of the Jamaican people. Me not say that. If they say they are suffering, right? Why they have to depend on the government to build them road, to give them water, to give them electricity, to have them on path, and all of these things. If they are sovereign, why they have all of these things? Why they getting all of these things, I should say, from the government? And if they are getting this offered from the government, why they take it if they are sovereign? Eh? Why they take it? For the Maroon chief, yeah? For the Maroon chief to deny the help from the government is a spit in the face, right? For the rest of the Maroon. Why? Because Richard Curry is not in any position to help out anybody in Maroon Town. Nobody. Yeah? I have heard of the story that how much GoFundMe have been launched for Richard Curry to get money for the people. And the people them have never heard of any money received, right? And if it received, they don't see where in the community the money have been spent. Not only that, they say from Curry take over, some strange people coming in the community. Those guys that Curry have around him mass up. The people them say they don't know who is those people because they are not from Maroon Town. Yeah? If you're not in any position to help out the people, right? And the government give you assistance to help out the people, why you want to deny the people them of the help and you can't manage? You have some people who is funding you, but how much they're willing to fund you? How much they're willing to give you to rebuild back the community in Maroon Town? How much? Because we have heard a lot of name, right? Circulating and how much money they donate. So where is that money that donate? Is only tarpaulin alone? Is only tarpaulin alone? The people then want back the roof and the government want to go inside here to help the people. And guess what now? You make it harder for everybody. Because now you deny the help, right? It make you look like you're a dictator when the people them really need the help. So you know, leave the government with no option but to go in. The same thing Richard Curry is running from, and the same thing are gonna happen. The same thing are gonna happen. Because the government, you will not dictate to the government. Yeah? So if you're working with the criminal organization, PMP, right? Who is trying everything with their segregates to try and bring down the government, right? No, you make it harder for yourself. No, you make it harder for yourself because the government going to go inside there and bring assistance to the citizens of Jamaica. You were well with it. On the same day that the government said, listen to me, I'm going to render you some assistance. I'm going to give the people some assistance, right? Then and there, why you did not tell the Prime Minister, Prime Minister, with all due respect, I can't afford to have your soldiers in Maroon Town with long rifle because the people are scared. The people are not scared. The people are not scared of any long rifle because the people in Maroon Town have been working with the soldiers for years because in the cockpit country, right? They have training often in the cockpit country. So how comes now the Maroon them afraid of rifle? Not only that, but you guys up there have big rifle pan back, walk up and down. Because you guys know that the police, the security force, is not up there, right? And to patrol as often as possible, like they do other areas. So no up there with rifle on the back. You understand? Frequently. So that line that you draw, Richard Curry, right? Is BS. Is BS, totally BS. Yeah? But the one thing I know, right, is that the people need help. If the people didn't need help, they would never come out yesterday and protest. The people them in need of help. And the government, the most honorable, the prime minister, must take this opportunity, go inside there, and render the citizens help. Render them help. Because it doesn't make any sense. We talk about the chief oppose, so we now go inside. Which chief? Korea is no chief. Korea is no chief. Not any chief. When come from the chief. You know, sorry. We heard of a story in the Gleaner in 2021 where I think a few residents was interviewed by the Gleaner, the pimpy propaganda machine, yeah, of citizens beaten to the point where they have to end up at the hospitals. At the hospital, they get a lot of bruises up there in Maroon town. Yeah, whipping is off. I don't know if it's off our law, right? And hanging, but we don't practice them the thing they again. So how comes the upper Maroon town? I whip the residents them. We don't want them the type of behavior in our society. And those people that this chief have surround himself with in the society is some questionable character. Questionable character. Have you guys heard of a pastor? I think he died about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, or last year. Yeah? This pastor is from Montego Bay. Yeah? His name is Kevin Smith. Yeah? Kevin Smith was operating a cult church. Yeah? Where he sacrificed his members in services. This man, right, were committing, what do they call it? Murder right at the altar in church by cutting the members' throat, offering them as sacrifice. This situation in Maroon Town remind me of the same situation that was going on down there in Montego Bay. The government, the security forces, must go in to Maroon Town and render the people them some assistance. Because the truth and in fact is, yeah, Curry can dead for hungry. And all of those who are following him and are giving him advice, they can dead for hungry also. But remember, we have elderly in that community. We have kids in that community. We have the disabled in that community. Yeah? Why you know in a no position to put on back anybody roof? Because 1 month now since the hurricane passed. And all of what you were showing the Prime Minister, all of those roofs have a blue tarpaulin on it. So if you did in any position to help out the people, you will help out the people them already. You will help out the people them already. Because what type of heart would you have, right? That you see a family house blow off and they have young baby, they have the elderly, they have the widow, right? And all of these people are you know put on but the roof, even the roof. Eh? What if rain start to fall? What if rain start to fall? How that elderly going to sleep? How that baby going to sleep? Huh? You have the school, right? When the rooftop blow off. How you going to fix back the school for the kids to go back to school? Eh? Corey, come on. You cannot think about yourself. You cannot think about yourself in this situation. And it's clear that after the Prime Minister spoke to you, right? You get call, you get advice. Yeah? And you, if you're denying the help of the state, right? From all of those who are advising you, the question you should ask them, right? If they're going to do more than what the government going to do, right? And if they're going to assist you immediately. So it will show a sign of confidence and trust, right? But nothing happen. You deny the government help and nothing still not happen. Right? And one thing me know, you know. One thing me know. You see, if it was me living in Maroon town, nothing couldn't stop me, you know, from come out every day until they remove you. Yeah? Yeah, man. Nothing. But, Corey, we hear a lot of things going around with your name on it. Yeah? And I will never repeat those things on my platform. Yeah? But it reached to a point where you need to come out and tell the Jamaican people. Yeah? And you don't have to tell the Jamaican people. But you have people who look up to you. You need to come out and clarify some of these misinformation. If it is, yeah? If it is, you need to come out and say something because there is no reason for you at this point to remain silent. Is there no need for you to remain silent? One thing I am asking my government to do. Yeah? One thing I am asking my government to do is to go inside Maroon Town. Go there. Yeah? Those who don't need the help, you don't have to render them help. Yeah? But those who need the help, may I beg you, Mr. Government, render some assistance to those who need the help. Yeah? Render assistance for all of those who need the help. Because we have one state. One state we have. Not two. You understand what I mean? Not two. And he want to behave like he's more superior, more than you. Yeah? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And so this thing go on. So we just put one and two together. Yeah? When the British citizen slave master, Swampy, right? Draw away himself, withdraw himself from signing those documents to send to Parliament for it to debate for Jamaica to become republic. Yeah? He was protecting his ass, right? And he knew that if Jamaica become republic, yeah, he would not have a seat in Parliament. He could not, or he could no longer sit in the opposition office or be the opposition leader. Also, yeah, if Jamaica to become republic, we would not have no Maroon town again. Yeah, we would not have no Maroon town again. You understand what I mean? Because the laws that govern Jamaica, right? The law that govern Jamaica now would change. So all of those things he have interest in. He was thinking about all of those things, and that is the reason why he did not sign those documents to send to Parliament for Jamaica to become republic. I can't see. I can't see how your ego would get the better of you, Mr. Curry, to deny the kids, the elders, right? And the helpless to get the help from the government. Yeah? And we're done with you for tonight. Yeah? We're done with you for tonight. There is a guy on social media call himself Marvin. Yeah? Marvin. And I heard him on the video threatening the Prime Minister, not only Prime Minister, the entire government. But he specified two names. The most honorable Desmond Mackenzie, the local government minister, and the Prime Minister. Because according to him, the government gave the people of Westmoreland in the shelter until sometime this month to leave out of the school because they need the kids to return back to school as soon as possible. So they need to fix back the school and get the school up and running. Yeah? Me not have no problem with that. Me not have no problem with that. Yeah? But hear me now. Hear me. And hear me good. Yeah? Jamaica are Jamaicans. Most of us that is talking about the government must make sure that they build back houses for all of these people who is being affected by the hurricane Melissa. Sorry, guys. The last time we check, only thing Jamaica surviving off is tourism. Tourism alone, Jamaica has struggled with to survive. Jamaica not have no gold. Jamaica not have no oil. Jamaica not have nothing to bank their economy off. Nothing. Them have fear struggle to survive of tourism. You understand what I mean? So, all of those who are talking about the government must build house for everybody who is affected by the hurricane storm, and they have to put them up in a hotel until the people them get place to live. Me not no problem with that. Me not no problem with that. But the question that you guys not asking is where the government going to get that money from? Yes, many of you going to talk about, so we don't pay taxes. Of course, you guys pay taxes. Yeah? You guys pay taxes, of course. But guess what? The taxes that we pay cannot rebuild back the damage that Melissa causes. That Melissa caused. Eh? The damage that Melissa have created in Jamaica, right? Reach a whopping 9 billion US dollars. Eh? $9 billion US. Where the government are going to get that money from? Where the government are get that money from? Where the government going to get money to make sure they put up every citizen who is in the shelter in a hotel? Where are they going to get the money from? Yes, the government get a lot of money, get a lot of donation. How much money? The government get less than 300,000, 300 million. I mean, 300 million in cash grant. That is just a drop in the bucket to the damage that occur. When the government take these people, put them up in a hotel, them don't know when them are able to build back house for them. Right? Or the road are gonna go with damage. And some of these road that Melissa have damage, them can't fix back, Some of these roads that Melissa have damage, it can't fix back. The government have to go detour and create some different road. Where the government can get the money from? What need to happen? What need to happen? You see? Is that we the people are resilient, right? And we can get help. If we want help, we can get help. What the government need to do is to render these people some assistance. We know say they can able to build back their house from scratch. Right? But we know say the government are going to help them. And if the government meet them halfway, the people they must do things, right? In the right way, right? To meet the other half. It's only Jamaica alone, me see, I depend upon government to do every God Almighty thing for them. If you were in other countries, countries and your house get damaged, government not have nothing to do with you. Government not have nothing to do with you. And if shelter full and your family them can't put up you have to go sleep on roadside. If you have car, you go sleep in the car. In some countries, if you not have insurance, you doom. if you don't have insurance in some country. Because if no disaster happen and you don't have no insurance, that is it for you. And some of those countries are big countries who have the resources, can build back those people's house. Them a build it back? No. You throw a tax? Oh, you mean all of the day of my life you work, you throw your taxes and government no business, nothing about you. Jamaica is not like Guyana who is filthy rich. If Guyana was rich, if Jamaica was rich, like any other country, right? I would not have a problem in calling out the government and say, build back the people them house, even if a board house, because we have it. But them, we not have it. We not have it. A Jamaica alone. Jamaica alone, missing people. I call upon government for every God Almighty thing. Some people literally sit down. Literally sit down and say them now move. Government have to do everything. Yeah? But brethren, let me tell you something. You don't have to get up. You don't have to get up, right? And do something. You don't have to get up and do something. Me see a lot of people get up already and start. And me know say the government are going to meet them halfway. The government are going to meet them halfway. You understand me? Yeah, man. So for that youth, if you come out and threaten the Prime Minister, yeah? Listen, you can criticize the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunis all you don't want. You can criticize him because him not bigger than criticism. His government is not bigger than criticism. You understand what I mean? But when you're going to reach the point where you're going to threaten the Prime Minister, when you're going to reach the point where you're going to threaten the Prime Minister, that is the part that I am against 100%. Who is you to get up and a trend set threat to the Prime Minister? But you see this social media platform, one thing me know, you see anything you start out with on the social media platform, even if you are doing it for jokes, and you have to continue with it throughout your time on social media. So if you dip on social media, shout and behave angry and you outrage and the people them like it, and that the behavior them are going to want to see at all time, because and that the behavior the internet love. Yeah? So this guy, Marvin, get up and threaten the Prime Minister on top of his voice shouting, be a vice. Yeah? Because he want to be heard. He mightier than and everybody in the society, and talk about a lot of people call him, you understand what I mean, to start a revolution in Jamaica. What kind of revolution? Eh? What type of revolution? Lord God Almighty. What type of revolution this guy is talking about? What type of revolution this guy is talking about? Revolution for what? Eh? Let me tell you something. When the PMP criminal organization did in power for 18 and a half years, I never see one of you come out and say, uno want to demonstrate. Uno tired of PJ. Eh? Me never hear none of that. Me never hear no come out. Me never hear no come out and say, boy, yeah, listen to me. Me I go demonstrate against PJ because nothing now go on in the society. Eh? PJ a mash up Jamaica. PJ a sell out Jamaica. Me never hear no voice. Me never hear none of no voice. None of no voice me never hear. You understand what I mean? Me never hear none of no voice. But now, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lawless, right, is governing this country and governing it damn well too. Everyone I know come out one by one, I come talk about, you know, go demonstrate, you know, go start a revolution, and you know, go run a coup and all of these things. All of these things. But listen, and listen very careful. Nobody can fight against the state and win. Nobody cannot fight against the state and win. The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lawless, right, were strategic in what he was doing with the security force when he invest over how many billions of dollars in the security force to make the security force reach where it reach now. The security force is never the 7,000 where we did have 10 years ago. Right? The security force is actually full capacity, 15,000. Right? And remove the army from 3,000 to actually 8,000. Yeah? So nobody can fight against the state and win. Someone who just attack because you don't have freedom of speech. I know, me can't understand either. Right? Why is when Andrew around this country, you know, come talk about a freedom of speech? Eh? Freedom of speech. You know, have no speech. Yes, we have our freedom of speech. I know we not just know that. Eh? I know we not just know that. We not just know say now freedom of speech, right? Boy, but one thing with some of us Jamaican, no, man, we can cheer it bad, you know. We can cheer it. Bad, we can cheer it. Right? Last week again, guys, the local government minister and Robert Montague, who is responsible for lands, right, went down there in Westmoreland, right, to the west, to meet with the citizens and the member of parliament to secure these land title issues. And let me tell you something. While some want to move, some don't. So how you think the government must proceed in a case like this? But I one thing me have to tell the government, you know. One thing me have to tell the government. Remember, it's the Jamaican taxpayer who is going to suffer if you put back these people in the swamp lands. We cannot continue to have people, right, dictating to us for the wrong reason. Me know say change is hard to accept, you know. Changes is really, really hard to accept. Right? But in a case like this, I no time for dictate to government. I no time to dictate to government. And if we want to build back and build back stronger, we cannot afford to let anybody dictate to us as government, right? To do the wrong thing. If they were giving you alternative, well, it would be nice. But they want to go back into the same swampy land to live, and then tomorrow morning we get another disaster. Yeah? And people end up dying. Yeah? People end up maroon. You can't go for them. We not have the resources again because all of the resources them pack up and gone back where them come from. How we are going to manage? How we are going to manage? People of Westmoreland. People of Westmoreland. In the first place. Some of you guys, right? You, even though you live on those lands for years, you don't feel comfortable because you don't grow no kids them, uh, and those properties, yeah, and it's hard for you guys to move, yeah. Even though whenever time you guys get flood, rainfall, I mean, you guys get flood, it's still hard for you guys to move. But listen to me, man. There is no need for you guys to stay where you guys was. Yeah? There is no need for it. Save the taxpayer of Jamaica some money by moving to a secure area. Right? Move. You can't continue to live like that. We know say you kind of immune to the lifestyle, but come on, man. Come on. You can't continue to behave like that. If the government said them are going to move, you cooperate with the government and move to a more secure area. Right? The government want to see if they can settle the land issue with you guys down there. Work with the government and let the government help you guys to settle all of the land issues that you guys have down there. We know that many of you guys have land titles from Mike and Manley days. But we all know that those documents are fraud. Me no know Mike and Manley no go prison. You know? Me no know the PMP criminal organization no go prison for that, you know. Who give the people them false land title just because they want the people of Westmoreland to vote for them. They give the people false land title and said the land are for them. No corruption that, man. The height of corruption. And me no know how them never got prison for it. How comes them never got prison for it? I don't know. But they should hold them accountable in that time. And now it become a burden on the Jamaican government. Burden on the Jamaican government. Not only the Jamaican government, the taxpayer of this country. Yeah? But guys, we are moving along. And the international agencies that is in Jamaica, right, assessing the damage and the way the government is responding to the disaster. Let me tell you something. They give the government an A. You understand what I mean? The government is working. They said that Jamaica model in tackling disaster, the world need a blueprint from it. Because they said they went to many countries that have been damaged by hurricane, yeah, and other disaster. And they went to big countries and they went to small countries. And the only country they see perform and manage disaster so well is this government led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Yeah? Let me tell you something. You see, Andrew, talk all you want about him. But I know that he's a damn good manager. Yeah? I know that he's a damn good prime minister. Yeah? And he's doing the things that and make the decision that will make our life better and make our country better and look even better for those who are watching in the outside world. Yeah? This man never look on the noise or pay attention to the noise in the market. This man only focusing on the sale. Yeah? The prime minister and the government are able to get money to borrow, right? To rebuild back Jamaica. Even though our debt going to go up, our GDP going to go up. Yeah? At least these agencies, right, have seen it fit because of Jamaica good management. Yeah? They see fit to lend Jamaica money to rebuild back Jamaica stronger. If it was 10 years ago, Jamaica would be suffering right now and the high taxes increase because no one would want to help Jamaica because of our past borrowing money and not manage the economy well. Yeah? And that is the reason why, you see, when they said, in everything, give thanks. You understand what I mean? In everything, give thanks. That is a real thing, It's a real saying, In everything, we really have to give thanks, Because when you look on it, 10 years ago, you understand what I mean? Nobody want to help Jamaica. The IMF was running away at Jamaica. They don't want to lend us any money. You understand what I mean? Because of the way we have managed our economy, we don't manage it well. When we borrow a loan, we hardly want to pay it off. Right? But we start to manage our economy so well. We start to pay off our debt so well, where it reached an all-time low. Because when this administration took office, our debt was 140 something percent. And this year, the Prime Minister brought it down to 62%. And let me tell you something. It was a wise idea for the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunis to take on this initiative in paying on our debt more than what the IMF suggested. We must pay. Remember, remember this year. And they must say, yeah, in a history, They must say, yeah, in a history. And we talk about it and it reflect back. You understand what I mean? When the Prime Minister decided that he's going to pay more than what the IMF said they must pay on the debt, right? Mark Golding said to the Prime Minister, one of the time, Prime Minister, if we was in power, we would pay the exact amount of money that the IMF said we must pay. Set aside a percentage of the budget, and that percentage going to go towards our debt. And that we are going to do. And we are going to take the rest of the money, the extra money that you are paying on the debt, and help out the Jamaican people. Right? That was the suggestion. That was the suggestion from the opposition, Mark Golding. Yeah? If Mark Golding and the PMP was in power at the time where we spoke, right? Our debt to GDP would never be so low. And if we did get this disaster, right? Can you imagine where our debt would be? Can you imagine? I just love how the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunis do things. The man think far ahead and wide. It's like the man did know that some things are gonna come where we are gonna need help, right? But Jamaica would still stand on a solid footing. You understand me? So it was a good thing When Andrew decided, say, yes, we are going to pay more than what we should pay, right? And pay it out fast. And then we have more money to spend in the country. Yeah? And that is the exact thing the man have done. You understand what I mean? Let me tell you something, man. When we say Andrew is a visionary, the man is a visionary, me I tell you. Right? So Mark Gordon go to parliament. Mark Gordon go to parliament because these loan agencies come out to rescue Jamaica. Because where are we going to get the money from? If we're not going to borrow the money, where are we going to get the money from? Eh? The government have present 10 consecutive budget presentation. And they present this budget presentation without implementing no new taxes. Because the truth and the fact is, the Jamaican people over the years have been overtaxed. And the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Hunes and his government come and rescue Jamaica from these high taxes. Yeah? When the government came in 2016, and you say, no, we have to help the Jamaican people. We have to help the Jamaican people. And he slashed GCT from 16% to 15%. And he present 10 consecutive budget presentation, as I said earlier, without implementing no new taxes. So for him not to borrow money to help to rebuild back Jamaica stronger, right? He would have to go back on his word and start to tax the Jamaican people, right? To get this 9 billion US dollars to help to rebuild back Jamaica stronger. Yeah? The government decided, say, boy, we now go the route there. We now go the route there. We are going to borrow the money. Right? We are going to borrow the money. By the help of God. Right? By the help of God, we are going to manage the country well. Right? And we are going to grow our economy. Yeah? We are going to develop our people. Yeah? And we are going to pay off our debt. Yeah? With the money that we borrow. Mark Gordon say in a parliament, throw cold water upon it. I said the government will rejoice. This is nothing to rejoice about. Because these people are lending us the money. But our debt is going up. Yeah? You understand what you say, Mark? Me understand what you say. But Mark, when you say that, Mark, yeah? When you said that, I was saying to myself that you, Mark Golding, is one piece of hypocrite. Yeah? You are a hypocrite. And this is what come to my mind, Mark. Yeah? When you get your wealth, you get it through FinSac. Yeah? You get it through FinSac. And you and Peter Bunting and have that bank and so forth. People were banking, right? In your your bank, right? And what you do? You use those people money that the bank, you use it, Mark. You borrow it and use it. Yeah? And do other and invest in other stuff. Right? And that is the reason why you guys have the amount of money that you don't have today. Yeah? Because you borrow, right? To build yourself. Yeah? And to take yourself out of poverty to prosperity. Eh? So why you are through cold water and Jamaica getting money to borrow to pull our way through? Eh? Me no understand. Me no understand. Me know say every God Almighty thing you oppose. Everything you oppose. But Jamaica is in a crisis where the Jamaican government must get the money from right now, over 9 billion US dollars. Right now, where the government must get that money from to help out the Jamaican people and to rebuild back Jamaica stronger. Tell me where the government must get that money there from. Tax the heck out of the Jamaican people? Because the government have no other option. Which other option the government have? If the government not going to borrow the money, right? Where the government going to get the money from? Otherwise, tax the Jamaican people? Okay, all right. Government, tax the Jamaican people. But please, don't touch the poor people. You see, man, like Mark Golding, who is rich, yeah, and other persons who don't want to see you borrow money, lick them with some percentage of tax, yeah, and let them pay it so we can generate that $9 billion that we need to rebuild back Jamaica stronger. If the government do that, you know what going to happen? These business persons are going to pack up and leave the shores of Jamaica. You understand what I mean? These business people, if the government decided that they're not going to borrow the money, right? They're going to increase the taxes on these business persons. They might go pack up and leave. Yeah? What Mark Golding want the government to do, yeah, is to tax the poor people of this country, yeah, to get the $9 billion, yeah, when we can borrow it. The thing that you should celebrate, Mark Golding, the thing that you should celebrate is the fact that people are willing, agencies are willing to lend Jamaica money to rebuild back their country stronger. You understand what I mean? You understand what I mean? We should be happy. You know how much countries right now across the world who cannot go to any international agencies, like the IMF, and to borrow money? Them now look on them. You understand what I mean? Them now look on them. And for them to say to Jamaica, come, we have seen your good management. You understand what I mean? Of your economy, right? And the way you guys manage your debt. Yeah? We have all confidence in you that you're going to pay back your debt. Yeah, man. We're going to fight and we're going to build back on our way through this disaster. And we're going to rebuild back stronger. So, Mark Golding, that presentation that you give in Parliament was our own goal. Yeah, man, was our own goal, Mark Golding. Believe you me. You should never said what you said, Mark Golding. Knowing that you is a banker. Yeah? Knowing that you is a banker. You understand what I mean? Should never say what you said, man. Believe you me. But we are pulling through, guys. We are pulling through. We are pulling through. The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, the man is just superb. I'm telling you. The man know what he's doing. The man know what he's doing. Tell me something. Tell me something. And I talk about this many times on the program. Yeah? I said the road to rebuild back Jamaica is not a sprint. It's a marathon. I also said on this program that many persons that you see rushing into these communities to help these communities, right? When a month and so pass, you now go see them again. It's a go all fade away. And the burden still going to be on the government shoulder, right? I want to see it happen now. Want to see it happen. When last I don't see any pictures or any videos of people rushing into these affected areas to give out aid. When last I don't see one video. Don't talk to me no man. When last I don't see one video. When last I don't see pictures. When last I don't see one artist go inside there to give out aid. When last. It's all depend on the government now. You understand what I mean? Everything is just start to take shape, and the government is the one that everybody have to call on right now, because these artists, these TikTokers, everybody who was looking the hype, get them fame, and left and gone. It is the government now. Everybody, Anjo. Is a lucky thing Anjo not take clickbait. Like the British citizens slave master Margoling. Eh? It's a pity Anjo not take clickbait. Because if Anjo did take clickbait, everybody who call him name, in a confused right now. He a confused. Even we take clickbait. Because he would not want to answer this one, answer that one day, rush that one day, rush that. Man, let me tell you something, man. Andrew Michael Holness, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, is the greatest prime minister Jamaica ever had. And let me tell you something. One thing I know about the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, he will rebuild back Jamaica and rebuild back Jamaica stronger than before. You know what? I'm telling you, this man worked very well under pressure. Very, very well. Whenever time there is any type of disaster in this country, Andrew always remain firm, remain sturdy. You understand what I mean? Focus. And he always have a plan. You understand what I mean? This man is nothing but superb. Yeah? And indeed, I see why people would be against you, Mr. Prime Minister. We have a problem in our country, you know. We have a problem in our country, right? You see, us as Jamaicans, but I realize, you see, those who kind-hearted and always want to help, yeah, willingly from the heart, and have the Jamaican people at heart. You see those people? Always get bashed. Always get taught down. Always look down as the worst. Yeah? And you see, for those who chatty, and not do nothing, just want hype, they always get the glory. For nothing. For nothing. I'm telling you. It's like one time when we were going to school, yeah? And you dress neatly with your nice bag and, you know, your shoes shine. You go to school, we're taking your lesson because you know so the future is ahead of you. So you want to secure a good education that can take you to your towards your career. And then you have this boy who come to school, he smoke before he come. Every time he come to school, he want to fight. He have on in Clarks, he roll up one foot. And all of these things, him go on like him a bully and something. I him the girl them like. But you who is focus. Hmm? You're a nerd. You a nerd, boy. Hmm? I know girl no want you because you're a nerd. You struggle for your girl talk to you at school because everybody have you as a nerd. Hmm? And the same thing out there in the outside world. And the same thing. Yeah? Nobody get cursed out and looked down on like the people who is doing the work, love the people, taking care of the people. Them get the most bashing. And for those who get up and talk, and not do nothing, those are the people who get the highlights. Yeah? The negativity. The negativity. There is a atmosphere of negativity that is on the social media platform that me I tell you say, you see, we who think otherwise, we must rise up, man. We the positive thinkers must rise up, man. Because nothing good the social media want to go viral upon it. Nothing good. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. If you put out a word of positivity on the internet, it never go nowhere. Never go nowhere. But build a video and be a vice and start to cuss up your bad word and do some stupidness and post it on social media. And you see, in no time, viral you're gone. You're a viral king. Yeah? But listen to me. The righteous will always prevail, you know. Because of one thing me know, darkness cannot overpower light. And will not overpower light. Yeah? So all the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunas have to do, right, is to continue to work on behalf of every Jamaican. It no matter what the street want to say. It no matter what the street want to say. Because at the end of the day, right, people not going to judge you, Mr. Wholeness, by how fast you distribute those packages of food. Yeah? The people not going to judge you by how many packages of food you have been delivered to the people. They're going to judge you bigger than that. So me happy the approach that you're taking to rebuild back our country stronger. People can't out there talk. Yeah? Let them talk. But you have a bigger task ahead of you. Yeah? And I know that you're going to come through for the Jamaican people. You understand what I mean? You're going to come through, man. Remember me tell you. And me love. Guys, let me tell you something. Mr. Hill, Arbin Hill, yeah? Going around, helping the small businesses them and the big businesses them. You understand what I mean? But he's focusing more on the small businesses. You understand what I mean? Me see him down in on the west. You understand what I mean? When you're going Westmoreland and they have that fish place, what they call it? What they call that place again? When you go in Westmoreland and they sell fish on the roadside. All of those buildings, actually, all of them were flat, right? Because of the hurricane. But me see Mr. Arbin Hill down there, building back all of those stalls. Yeah? And guess what? Those videos never go viral. Those videos never go viral. Yeah? Never go viral. And yet still, people are saying the government is not doing nothing. Arbin Hill, right, is in the communities giving the shopkeepers, some of them, some of the main shops in the community that people go more often, yeah, lending them generators, yeah, and when they get back light, right, they take it and they give it to somebody else. You not see no video like those. You not see no videos like those, but the government is doing it. The people them don't want to see no positivity I come out of the government. You understand what I mean? You not see nothing like that on the social media space. Why? Because the people them don't want nothing like that come out of Jamaica. Me don't know how some people say them love Jamaica, you know. How can you say you love Jamaica and yet still you don't want to see nothing good come out of Jamaica? A matter of fact, some people say nothing good can come out of Jamaica. You never hear people say them something yet. Eh? You never hear people say them something yet. Me hear some people say something about Jamaica sometime. Me have to really wonder, you know. Me have to really wonder. And a good thing them they say it too. You understand what I mean? A good thing them they say it because me never know where them SPS. You understand what I mean? Me don't know where them SPS there. Right? And because of how they talk down Jamaica, I know more longer around them. Me I tell you. No, sir. Me can't around people like that, man. Remember me tell you. Anywhere negativity there, you can't find me there. You understand what I mean? Anyhow, me know say you're negative. Everything you talk, negative, negative. Man, you not find me around you. You not find me around you. Jamaica, we rebuild back and rebuild back stronger. Only we Jamaica will never build back stronger unless we not have the Jamaica Labour Party led by the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Lunis in office. Yeah? We are going to do it. We are going to do it. We're surely going to do it. Remember me tell you that. So I go on, guys. A long time last week, me did sick out, me I tell you. Me don't feel well at all. But boy, me do some videos. Me full up of videos. And me no soon watch the video them. Me no soon watch the video them at all. Trust me. And if you watch the video them, when me post video, you watch the video them. You know, so the lifespan of viewers is getting shorter and shorter. It's getting shorter and shorter. Or is that the way how me approach posting videos, you guys get used to it to the point where me post a 3-minute videos and 2 seconds. And you guys not watching those videos like when I post 15-second videos and 30-second videos. You guys watch that videos more, right? Only part time I want to do my video them long, you know, but true, me know say no now watch them. Sorry, no now watch them and so forth. Me have to do them short and spicy. Short and spicy. But sometimes I want to go deeper down into the thing and do a video and post it and something. But no now watch it. Sometimes I have to just come live and just start my mind. But a whole heap of things are going on in the government, guys. Believe you me happy. And me say me really happy. Me happy. You understand what I mean? Me happy. Right? For the loan that Jamaica is getting. Right? And guys, look here. Look here. Let me tell you, say Andrew was a visionary. Andrew's a visionary, you know. Yeah? Andrew is a visionary. You remember when the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Luna said to the young people, "Oh no, listen, oh no, go hard. Me a pay oh no, go hard. When you no graduate with a level 4 certificate, me a go no $50,000. The man say, if you no go to heart and graduate, if you're a ward of the state, or if you're on path, when you no graduate with a level 4 certificate, you no get $75,000. The man even go as far as to say, if any of you go to heart and a graduate with a business plan to start on your own business, you get up to $350,000. Yeah? To help towards on a business. Yeah? Guys, right now, the government need all of these young people who learn a trade from heart right now. The government need every one of you. Because we have St. Elizabeth to rebuild back from scratch. We have Westmoreland to rebuild back. Yeah? We have Hanover. We have Trelawney. Right? We have St. Anne. And we have part of Manchester. Where the government going to get so much people from? Where the government going to get so much people from? I am positive that the government have to go overseas to get people, laborers from other countries to come to Jamaica to help Jamaica to rebuild back stronger. Yeah? We are going to get people. We are going to get people from Ghana. We are going to get people from Kenya. We are going to get people from Ethiopia. Some engineers and Nigeria. Right? But we still need a lot of tradesmen and women to rebuild back Jamaica. And this is what the Prime Minister was saying for a long time now when I just went here. That we must prepare ourselves. Prepare ourselves. And the Prime Minister goes as far as to offer money. I tell the young people them say, no prepare. You see, anybody I can talk about them I no work now. Only we don't have no work unless you have no skill. Only we don't have no work unless you don't have no skill. You understand what I mean? And I always said on this program, right? I always said on this program, my family, you see, if I was government, you see, if I was the Prime Minister, Steve Max, me hard flip on yes, because he's just nothing but a piece of shit. Yeah? Go to somewhere else where you can look at the person. Just go. The discrimination over here, not going to tolerate it. Anyhow, me stay, me happy, me love myself. And because you don't love yourself, and that is the reason why this comment, you put this comment in the comment section. Because you don't love yourself, that is the reason why you put that comment in the comment section. Guys, if I was the Prime Minister of Jamaica, you see, I would draw up a law, right? Where every student that graduate high school, right, they have to learn a trade before they can go to university or college. I would draft that law. Because, you see, when you have a skill, it's one of the best things, when you have a skill, When you have a skill, it's one of the best thing ever. Even if you have education, I really believe that you must learn a skill. So I would draft that law. Everybody, before they go off to university and go to college, they learn a skill. Wherever they love, whatever they love, I mean. Yeah, man. Because the world right now, short of skilled worker, The world right now, short of skilled worker. You see, in China, from these kids in primary, or lower, they might teach them how to create some form of toys and things, They might teach them from early how to use them and do something. Let me tell you something. If you don't have no son, I have no daughter, make sure say them have a skill. Yeah? Make sure say them have a skill. Believe you me. Because the world is short of skilled worker right now. Yawning for skilled worker. You understand what I mean? So Jamaica need a whole heap of skilled worker right now. Engineers. We have to get a lot of engineers from Ghana, from Nigeria, and other places to come to Jamaica right now to help out with. You understand what I mean? Guys, don't tap up the live for me, please. Tap up the live, guys. Like up the live and share the live. Share the live, guys. And tap up the live. Guys, me promise last week, send me a come on live in the morning. One time last week in the morning and so forth, but me never get a chance to, guys. Believe you me. Me don't know what I'm to me sometimes, yeah, man. Trust me. Me just busy. This time, me tell you me I come on live. I mean, I have nothing for you, You understand what I mean? But by tomorrow morning, so something come up. I mean, I feel gone or me I do something. Like, well, life just busy, guys. Me, know. Just busy. Busy. So, I big up on yourself, guys. Me happy if you have, Thank you for the likes and the comment and the share. You understand what I mean? Me appreciate, Me don't understand how that's here I move so tonight, Yeah, and it much of me eye too. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, guys. And have a great night, great morning, great evening, great afternoon. Wherever time zone you guys are watching from, guys. Big up on yourself. I mean, soon. Tomorrow, me I come live, guys. Tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. Believe you me. Me gonna make it possible. Me gonna make it possible, guys. So, join me tomorrow, guys. Yeah? In about 10 or 11 o'clock or so. Yeah? So soon, guys. Have a great night, all right?